So Sarah, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of think together about the different kinds of difficulties that you've been having, and that you kind of want how you want things to be different. So I guess one of the first things we're going to do is kind of get a bit of a list of kind of problems, really, more than anything else. So obviously we've talked about self-harm very briefly when we met before. So and for this, in this we call it life-threatening behaviour.
Right.
Okay, so
but it's not always a lot of commit suicide.
yeah, sure. So well, let's start there then. So what times have there been that you?
I have took overdoses in the past.
Okay.
But not for a while.
When was the last time?
Before I came in here, so about 3 months ago, maybe a bit, not well, yeah.
What did you take?
Paracetamol.
How many?
With some diazepam. 32 paracetamol and about 10 diazepam with some vodka.
And some vodka. Gosh, that's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what were you feeling then?
Oh yeah, well, everything was really shit then.
Yeah.
So
it sounds it, actually.
yeah, that was really bad, but it's not like that. I feel I'm not that bad now.
What about other times that you've done something like that?
I mean, I have like tied ligatures.
Any other overdosing?
Yeah, oh yeah, no, loads. Well, not loads. Well, yeah, quite a few. But probably about a year ago, when my nan died, that was really bad because I was really close to her.
What did you take then?
That was I don't know how many, that was the same again, but I don't know how many. Can't remember. I can't remember how many I took then. I don't think it might not. Yeah, it might have been a bit more actually, but I can't remember.
Can't remember what you took.
No. Well, I think it was paracetamol probably, but I can't. Yeah, I don't know how many.
So there's one a year ago, and there was one 3 months ago.
Yeah.
What about before a year ago?
Overdosing. Yeah, probably about a year before that maybe.
So kind of 2 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's been any before that.
Okay. So for the last almost the last 3 years really, there's been about one every year. Yeah. Okay. And 2 years ago, what did you take then?
I can't remember what medication I was on then. Maybe some olanzapine and diazepam and yeah, just whatever I paracetamol maybe. I can't remember, but it was quite a few different things. Just whatever I had.
Okay.
Or could get hold of.
Okay, so a minute ago you said something about ligature, tying ligatures.
That's not always to kill myself though.
Yeah.
It's just that helps, just kind of just block everything out.
So when did you tie a ligature?
Well, that was last week.
What did you do?
My dressing gown cord.
What did you do with it?
Just tied it around my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Just really tight.
What were you feeling before then?
I was feeling really sad.
Yeah.
And alone.
What did you feel afterwards?
Well, I felt a bit shit actually because they had to cut it off.
Okay.
So it wasn't particularly pleasant, really.
What do you remember about it? Just before they cut it off.
Like loads of staff, everyone panicking.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about consciousness? Were you?
No, I don't think it was that bad. No.
So you didn't lose consciousness?
No, not then.
So in the last 6 months, how often have you tied a ligature?
Not that often. I think before that maybe once.
In the last 6 months?
Yeah.
What about before then?
No, not really, because if I'm going to it'd be more of, I suppose it's more cutting that if I'm just feeling a bit desperate, just can't cope.
So in the last 2 years, how often have you used a ligature?
Just probably maybe that time, maybe one other time.
Okay. So what about the cutting?
I mean you can see the scars on my arm.
Yeah.
Like, that it's quite addictive.
So when was the last time you cut yourself?
Probably a few days ago.
Okay. What did you do when you cut yourself?
I just used it was the ring off a can. I didn't do it. It wasn't really deep. It was just some kind of just scratches on my arm.
How many scratches?
About 20 on each arm.
Okay. Okay. So what about before then?
Yeah, then because the cutting, I suppose, because it was my stomach when I cut and insert stuff into my stomach. That's why I'm here.
When was the last time you inserted something?
That's probably just before I came here.
Yeah.
Because I'm on obs most of the time. So yeah. So that'd be what, 2 months ago, 3 months ago? Not long I've been here.
Okay. And what did you insert?
The arms off my glasses.
Where did you insert it?
Here.
Yeah. So it sounds like you cut yourself open and then put glasses in. The arms of the glasses.
Yeah.
In. Okay. Ouch. That must have really hurt.
Yeah, it bleeds a lot as well.
Yeah. What were you feeling just before then?
I just felt like really, really stuck, and nothing's going to change. I just couldn't cope. I'm never going to get out of hospital.
Sounds like you're feeling really hopeless.
Yeah.
Yeah. How often have you done the inserting in the last year?
Quite a lot. I don't know really. 10 times.
10 times in the last year.
Yeah, might be more than that. I don't know.
So it's about once a month.
Yeah, it might be more than that then.
Twice a month.
Yeah, probably.
3 times a month.
No, probably twice a month.
Twice a month.
Yeah.
Okay. And how often is it the arm from your glasses that?
Oh no, well no, that was just the one time.
What else gets inserted?
Like mud or shit, or if they dressed it, then the dressing from the wound or whatever. But then when they strip the ring, it's harder because you can't. I've got nothing to insert then.
Okay.
But I don't like my rooms stripped, so.
Any other form of self-harming or life-threatening behaviour that goes on? Swallowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've swallowed the other arm of my glasses.
Swallowing the glasses.
And pens. It's usually pens and arms of my glasses.
How often do you swallow your pens or anything?
Probably
once a week, twice a week?
No, not twice a week. Maybe once a week.
Yeah.
No, well, no, not no. Maybe once a month. I don't know.
Any swallowing batteries?
Not for a long time.
When was the last time you swallowed a battery?
Well, that's because actually that I damaged my. They said there was burning down there, like when they did put the thing down. So it didn't do any lasting damage, but I don't. Yeah, it's quite dangerous. So that was probably a couple of years ago.
Okay. If we go back to the cutting a minute, how often are you doing the cutting?
Not that much at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite a lot before.
So in the last 6 months.
I mean, like every week.
Once a week.
Yeah, at least.
So there's quite a lot of different types of self harm there.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to do, Sarah, about them? I mean, how much?
Well, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be in hospital. I don't want to be in medium security.
No. Okay.
I want to see my family. I want to be at home with my family.
So it sounds like, well, how much do you want to change all of that out of 100?
Oh, well, I do want to change.
Where 100 is, I really want to.
It's really difficult.
Be different.
It's just really hard, isn't it? So, I don't know, 50% at the minute probably.
50-50?
Yeah.
Okay. 50-50. Okay. I wonder what advantages there are to doing some of this. It's
No, I mean, I want to be at home with my mum and dad
yeah.
and the 2 dogs.
I mean, it sounds like out of those, the ligaturing, you know, what is certainly the most dangerous. But the inserting, well, I don't know what do you think could happen if you carry on doing the inserting?
Well, I've got a hernia now.
Yeah.
So that, I suppose that's not good, is it? So it's quite painful.
What else can happen to the wounds?
Well, get infected.
Yeah. And then
No, but sometimes I want them to get infected because I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah. So okay. So some of the times you don't want to be around. You want to die. Okay, so that's all of the self-harm. The other thing that we think about a lot is therapy interfering behaviour, which would be stuff like not coming to these sessions.
No, but I don't mind coming to talk to you.
Or not doing the work that I asked you to do.
What work?
It'd be like doing diary cards.
Oh, I don't like writing.
You don't like writing?
No.
Okay. So if I gave you a diary card and it was like to note how strongly you felt emotion or how strongly.
How often would I have to do it then?
Once a week.
Oh yeah, once a week. That's all right. Once a week, not every day though.
Once a week, bringing them to session.
Well, I mean, I'll give it a go. Yeah.
So you would have to record stuff every day. Yeah?
Well, yeah, I'll try, but I can't promise.
Okay, so I suppose that's the thing. So not doing diary cards. That's what we would call therapy interfering behaviour.
Yeah.
Because you're the one that said that you wanted to change.
Well, I want to get out of hospital. That's what I want.
And okay, so you sort of 50-50.
Yeah, no, I want 100% want to get out of hospital.
Yeah,
I just don't know if I can do it. You know, in the future.
Yeah.
You know, but I want to get out of hospital 100 out of 100.
Yeah, I want to get out. I suppose
I don't want to be here.
It's going to be hard to get out if people think that it's not safe.
Yeah.
You end up killing yourself. Or end up dying from some of this. Yeah. So I suppose doing the diary cards is all part of trying to reduce self-harming so you can get out of here.
Yeah, well, I'll try. I will try.
Well, trying's great,
Yeah.
yeah, but actually doing them is where we want you to be.
Well, yeah, right. I'll do it then.
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah. So what would be the advantages of not doing them?
I can't mess up then, can I?
Well, if you didn't do them.
Yeah, it's no like I've got really messy writing and I might do it wrong.
Okay, well, that sounds like you're sort of doing yourself down. Imagining that you.
Well, I don't. It's like homework in it. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like doing it. Cause
Yeah, that's very typical that people think it's almost like homework.
yeah, well, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So no wonder you kind of
Yeah.
a bit apprehensive about doing diary cards.
Mm.
Yeah, because you worry somehow that they're going to be done wrong.
Mm.
But Sarah, you won't do them wrong.
Well, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay, that's good.
Mm.
So not doing diary cards could be therapy in theory behaviour. And the last time that you were doing this kind of work in the hospital, how often did you miss sessions?
No, not very often. Because, like I said, I don't mind talking to people.
What about going to the group?
I don't like. Well, I'm not that good in a group, but I suppose it depends who's in the group, isn't it?
So how often did you miss the group? When you were
Yeah, no, I didn't miss it that often. Maybe once every few weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes I struggle to get out of bed because the medication makes me really tired.
Okay. So what would happen if our session was at 9 o'clock?
There's no way I'd be able to go for 9 o'clock. No, I won't be able to go for I won't be able to go for 9 o'clock.
9:15.
No, I struggle to get up for morning meeting and that's at 10 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have to like shout.
Okay.
And that's not my fault. The medication is it just.
So the time of our session is going to be 9:30.
Why does it have to be at 9:30?
Because that's the time of our session. so I guess that could be another therapy interfering behaviour, couldn't it? Not being up already for the session.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I like I say, I can't help it. I can ask the staff to like wake me up, but if I'm asleep, I'm asleep.
Sarah's whose responsibility is getting into the session?
I don't know.
What would be the advantage of missing them?
Well, I get to stay in bed, don't I?
Okay. I suppose if you stay in bed, I mean that would be another thing, wouldn't it? You could do absolutely nothing without any of this and just stay in bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to get out. I will do it. But I'm just telling you that I might find it hard. That's all.
Okay. So all right. So there's something about finding it hard to get up at 9:30. So that could be something that could get in the way. Okay. So attending the group sometimes can be difficult. Maybe doing diary cards sometimes, and then coming to session at 9:30. That might be a bit hard. So I might end up missing some. Okay. So that's going to be our therapy interfering behaviour. So we've got 3 there. The next one is kind of quality of life interfering stuff, and that means basically things that make you more vulnerable to harming yourself. It's stuff like if you're not paying attention to your diet, or you're not taking your medication that you need, or
I take the medication.
Okay.
My diet, that can be a bit hit and miss.
Yeah.
Because it's dead easy just to buy like junk food, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and then like they always send chips down. They said, "Oh, choose this then."
And so, what about fizzy drinks?
Well, I'll get the diet ones. So that's all right. Yeah.
How much tea and coffee do you have during the day?
No, I drink. Yeah, I drink about 6 cups of tea a day.
6 cups of tea a day?
Yeah, with 3 sugars in each one.
3 sugars in
Yeah,
it?
well, it's gone down to it used to be 6 sugars.
Okay, well done, blimey. That's good work. So, okay, so 6 cups of tea, with all that caffeine in it.
Yeah, but tea's better than coffee, isn't it?
In what way?
Less caffeine.
Apparently there's more caffeine in tea.
Okay.
So I mean, how would that make you more vulnerable, do you think, to some of this?
I don't know. I don't think it would.
Okay. Because I guess stuff like that can make your emotions go up and down a lot. So if you have a lot of caffeine, you're probably going to be up here, and then after it's worn off, you end up crashing.
Right. Well, not noticed that.
And if you're crashing, you're probably feeling really sad about stuff, and so it kind of makes you a bit more vulnerable to some things that are going on. So you might end up hurting yourself.
I would have thought caffeine makes me hurt myself.
Yeah, well, it's not directly related, but
Maybe. You're the doctor.
so okay. So we've got what we call a bit of a hierarchy there. Yeah, with your self-harming at the top, and I think it's probably the inserting is the most important thing.
Well, maybe at the
Right
minute.
now,
Yeah.
is it something that you do most of the
Yeah,
time?
it is. Yeah.
Then maybe it's the cutting that's next,
Yeah.
and then the ligature time. But I suppose if the ligature time increases, then that'll be kind of going on the top, and we'll be focusing on that more. Okay. And then the therapy interfering behaviour, we'll be focusing on that a bit, if we have to.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.